A dream come true for motorsport enthusiasts. This newbie is soaring to new heights with its dramatic flying car racers. Set to hit the Skytrack later this year. Introducing Airspeeder, a series of flying cars. Welcome to TechSpot. After the Wright brothers invented the first successful aircraft, the revolutionary vehicle underwent a series of changes, witnessing ages of innovations and expertise. Now that the time has turned, a conventional 21st century aircraft doesn't even look closer to what the brothers left us with. From necessity to luxury, many have written new chapters in the history of aircrafts. Now that the era of motor race has evolved, why leave the air? To quench this thirst for motorsport, Matt Pearson established two companies subsequently: Alauda Aeronautics to manufacture the durable aircrafts, and Airspeeder, an international series to race them globally. With the driving motive of racing above the ground, these flying cars are the first ones under the Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing eVTOL system. Airspeeder's vision is to launch a highly athletic racing package, where absolute airmanship and strategic vision of the team will rule the best results. Both the company's operations stretch over its technical headquarters in Adelaide, South Australia, the commercial and development base in the United Kingdom, and a third commercial station in New York, USA. The first model of the aircraft, Mark I, came into picture in 2017. It was a single-pilot vehicle with 4 vertical propellers designed and developed to inadequate standards, but intended for racing. By November 2018, the company introduced Mark II, with 8 propellers, now built for low-altitude racing. During a demonstration flight on July 4, 2019, a mishap occurred of a Mark II subscale model test flyer. While the safety system was triggered, it had no impact, and the aircraft ascended 8,000 feet into controlled airspace before its battery ran out and it crashed down, threatening the spectators, local residents, as well as the flyers at height. The Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau's report made 15 recommendations regarding the operator's procedures, airworthiness standards, and regulatory oversight. If you're enjoying this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. In September of 2020, cloud computing and cybersecurity firm Acronis was announced as the company's first strategic technical partner, while luxury Swiss watch manufacturer IWC Schaffhausen came to be their engineering and timing partner in June of 2021. Airspeeder had its first funding for an unstated amount, attracting partnerships from Australian investors, Saltwater Capital, Gelix Ventures, and logistics company BHL. The Airspeeder Mark III program commenced in October of 2020 with the completion of the first craft. The full-sized, unmanned flying craft reflects a significant advancement on the Mark II proof-of-concept craft. With 560 kilowatt battery, weighing 100 kilograms unmanned, and speeding up to 125 kilometers per hour. Reportedly, the team announced they've achieved a major milestone as Airspeeder has successfully conducted the first test flights of the debut electric flying race car, Mark III, midway through the year in the South Australian desert, under the observation of the country's Civil Aviation Safety Authority, with a design said to be inspired by Formula race cars that hit the tracks in the 1950s and 60s. The Alauda Mark III test craft was remotely controlled while testing. Race freaks, hold tight, as the ultimate goal for Airspeeder and Alauda Aeronautics is to manufacture flying vehicles for the mission of racing them globally, which the company says is the following step. The successful flight of these aircrafts indicate that the company is all set to inaugurate the race of its EXA series later this year with uncrewed electric flying cars at 3 global locations that aren't disclosed yet. For the International Race Series, lead hires are brought out of aviation, motorsport, and esport backgrounds to remotely pilot the world's only eVTOL craft. Some of the most notable companies being Boeing, Jaguar, Land Rover, Renault F1, McLaren, Williams Racing, and leading UK eVTOL manufacturer, Vertical Airspace. This depicts a commitment to integrate the very best talent from both the aerospace and motorsports to create a new horizon sport. While it might sound like a science fiction or video game plot, pictures from the virtual real scenarios will take the form of a cockpit, furnished with the latest augmented reality technology to assist the remote pilot in navigating the course. And the audience would be able to dive into streaming broadcasts of the races, taking esports to another level up. These courses will deliver pilots and fanatics an extraordinary digitally projected race series. Airspeeder will be encountered through worldwide multi-channel streaming. While everyone will be able to witness the super race through the screens, spectators at live events will be confined to VIPs, exclusively invited to experience the war. Multiple teams and manufacturers will be provided the hardware by Alauda as the turnkey solution with affordable liberty to set strategies and draft pilots. With phenomenal technology implemented in the new futuristic motorcraft, these full-sized furious racers will include radar and LiDAR tech to develop a virtual force field, securing a safe fly in close proximity while preventing collisions. According to the Airspeeder, the safety system includes software to avoid collision, allowing vehicle-to-vehicle communication, emergency autonomous pilot failure safety systems, and a carbon fiber monocoque, a few extra batteries, safety parachutes, and redundant motors to assure the pilots and staff are protected and prioritized throughout the racing sport. Electronically governed Airspeeder racing models could set soaring over all the moods of nature and all sorts of terrain, including ocean, snow, canyon landscapes, or even in the middle of blazing hot deserts. Crucially, the design is aimed to minimize downtime. While the Airspeeder can only fly for up to 15 minutes on a single charge, the all-electric carbon fiber-bodied aircraft has a removable battery designed by Alauda that will allow replacement during pit stops by the team in 20 seconds. During a 45-minute race, pilots on base will remotely steer the aircraft to land for a pit stop about 3 times. Alauda's motive is to utilize these batteries as a lab to accelerate the development and commercialization of air taxi or flying car technology, a booming business that is attracting the attention. While the major eVTOL companies are cultivating air taxi services, Pearson said the economics and route to commercialization for electric flying cars is distinct. The commercialization model is a lot more rapid, he said. We can be racing before anyone can be in commercial operations, marking the advent of a fresh form of transport that promises to transform urban passenger flight, customary logistics, and even emergency services. The new age aircrafts are in big business. The company is on the verge of writing a new chapter in the history of flying vehicles, drawing inspiration from its predecessors in motorsport to operate as an accelerator for a transport solution that responds to the global requirement of clean air future. The strategy behind the aircraft is produced by Morgan Stanley, a leading global investment bank, to be accelerating a $1.5 trillion industry by 2040. The concept is already exposing potent applications in air logistics and remote medical care, having the power and potential to drive fantasies into facts. Airspeeder is standing at the turning point of next-generation technology and sporting activities. The success of the test flight and plans for the subsequent races indicate that EV air races are quickly carving out of science fictions and slipping into reality. That's it for the video. See you guys in the next one.